What comes to mind when I say the word hospice?
Dying.
People that are very ill and probably gonna die.
Yeah, death, old people.
Okay.
Terminally ill.
Cancer, families, friends, final days of your life.
Hospice care is like when people are like terminally ill and like acting on the verge of death. So like nurses basically go to their house to take care of them and comfort them while they're like passing away.
Cancer patient.
Dying.
Cancer patient, I would think.
Hospice care.
Usually somebody who's right at the end. Only has a couple days, couple weeks to live, and they need their care. So cancer, someone, it may have not be cancer, it could be something, another serious illness or whatnot.
Taking care of someone at the ending days of their lives.
Yeah.
I don't really know what that is. I guess it'd be like taking care of a nurse taking care of someone that's sick, elderly. That's all I know about that, I guess.
I think of old people.
I think of bettering the quality of life.
Go ahead, nurse. Nurse.
I feel like this isn't fair because I'm a nurse.
So change
Just
the
say the
question.
answer. You know it.
Care is like care in the end of life, so it's like to improve your quality of life when you're diagnosed with like a terminal disease or you're going to be like dying, so you don't receive treatment to cure your disease anymore. You receive like palliative treatment, which means that they're only treating your symptoms. So you'll get like pain management, so you'll get like whatever kind of pain medicine you need, but you won't be receiving chemotherapy, say you have cancer.
Right.
The word hospice originates from a Latin word meaning hospitality. Today, hospice is known as a philosophy of care during the end of one's life that assists not only the patient but their families as well. Hospice not only cares for a patient's physical well-being, but also enhances their spiritual, mental, and emotional health. Every hospice team consists of several different types of healthcare providers in order to treat the whole patient. A typical team is composed of a nurse, aide, physician, chaplain, social worker, volunteer, and complementary therapists that may specialize in music, pets, art, or massage. In a world that views death as taboo, two extremes have become apparent. One is common within the medical field, specifically among doctors. They stress treatment in order to cure a patient, ultimately leading to the belief that death is a failure, their enemy, and not a viable option. On the other side of the spectrum, there is the option of euthanasia or physician-assisted suicide. People see this as a way to avoid the pain and suffering that accompanies the ending stages of one's life. Hospice, however, presents itself as the middle ground between these two options. Hospice provides comfort care in order to maintain a high quality of life in a holistic manner.
My name is Don Schumacher and I'm President and CEO of the National Hospice and Palliative Care Organization. And we're talking about hospice care. Hospice care has been a part of my life for the last 35 years as I've been a hospice professional. And oftentimes people come up to me and they say, what is hospice care actually? And it's so interesting because they oftentimes have many misperceptions about what hospice care actually does. So I thought I would conduct this conversation with you about what hospice care, not only what it is, but also about what it isn't. First of all, hospice is not a place. Many people think that hospice care gets provided in a hospital setting or a hospice inpatient unit. Hospice is a philosophy of care largely based on the palliative care model of providing comfort and support to people as they go through the process of a serious illness. There are some hospices that do have contracts for inpatient hospital care and hospice facilities if there's an emergent need for hospice inpatient services. But for the most part, our patients receive hospice care at home in the surroundings of their loved one and their own comfort level. Another misperception is that hospice is only a physician or a nurse. In fact, it's really not. It's a whole plethora of conversations that take place amongst doctors, nurses, social workers. It's a large interdisciplinary team of people. One last misperception is that hospice care is only for cancer patients. Actually, that's totally incorrect, although it used to be correct. Now about 38% of the patients that we take care of have cancer. The rest come to us with a whole wide range of illnesses: Alzheimer's disease, heart disease, kidney disease, all of the neurological disease. We also provide care to children who are receiving or in need of hospice services as well. It's not just for adults. So as you can see, it really is available to anyone who's facing a terminal illness.